everyone, and welcome to All Things Fantasy, where we talk about books, games, and films about all things, well, fantasy. I'm Matt, also known as the Wolven, and welcome to tonight's game, ladies and gentlemen. We are actually running pretty fine, so please don't jinx it. Oh crap, damn, I did it again. We'll be fine. So tonight, I'd like to say hello, welcome to everyone here. Before we go to our players, I just want to tell you, dear chat, my dear chat, you can influence the game. You can pick a number from 1 to 51, except for number 33, specifically, and I will pick out one of these infamous plot twist cards, where we can either help or hinder the party. They can have drastic effects, such as Vic's mysterious secret admirer, or not so serious things, like making a character fall over and break their nose or something. So, yeah, we'll pick a number out for that. Now, I should probably tell you what we're doing tonight, shouldn't I? Even though most of you are already aware, but just if you're not, we are playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, First Adventure Path, called Age of Ashes, which is kind of like your classic adventure meets, at the moment, jungle adventure stuff. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. So, we'll take it away with the party. Now, shall we? We'll introduce them all. Sunny, of course, as always, with the lovely Jasmine, who's playing the character Mitsu. How are you going, Jasmine?
I'm going pretty well. I'm tired from work, but I'm going well.
You had a visitor at work recently, didn't you?
I did. I had one of Australia's iconic wildlife visitors. I had a little baby wombat.
A little baby wombat. Now, if you want photos of such a thing, where would you go to find them?
Oh, well, it would be on your Discord in the Further Scales chat.
My Discord. Now, how can one gain access to my Discord, Jasmine?
Give me one moment and I will post it. That was a very shameless plug, by the way.
You're welcome. Now, why don't you tell us a little bit about your character? Tell us a little bit about Mitsu.
I play Mitsu, the Tengu fighter, who is obsessed with all the magnificent shinies. And she has somehow found her way with this ragtag group of adventurers in order to get as many shinies as she possibly can.
Now, does Mitsu have a particular favorite shiny?
Yes. All the shinies.
Each new shiny is always better than the last. I love it.
No. Or just all shinies. All shinies are favorite.
Wonderful. Now, if Mitsu was a particular kind of music, what would she be?
Natural bird sounds.
Oh, so like that kind of like type sounds, or more like caca type bird sounds?
I would say the latter, but then she would also be epic battle music.
No, okay, I like it. Next, we're going to go to a rather indomitable individual by the name of Kajabi. How you going, Kajabi?
I'm doing well. Trying to comprehend epic battle tweets.
Alright, so you know the battle music for what's the most epic boss battle I can think of? Something to do with Thomas the Tank Engine. No, that's not it. I know. What's the final finishing music of Skyrim when you're fighting Alduin? Except instead of Alduin's roars, it's just a bird going.
I'm picturing a bird rendition of Final Fantasy VII's One-Winged Angel.
That'll do it too. Tell us a little bit about your character, Kajabi.
Yes. I am playing Vic, the Kobold champion of Apsu. Vic has been in for an interesting ride this campaign, between developing a rather unfavorable relationship with portals and gaining a secret admirer.
That is true. Now, Vic, tell me, what if Vic was a type of music? What type of music would Vic be?
I'm not sure I can top that.
So just epic boss battle music with bird tweets. Alternatively, is it epic boss battle music with just someone constantly saying the word bird as part of the music itself?
No.
Did you realize Pathfinder is all about imagination? So let your imagination run wild.
Yes, how do you make me use my imagination in a game of fantasy?
Yeah, that's preposterous! You have to answer, Vic. You have to answer, Kajabi.
Yep, fair enough. I'd actually picture something nice and slow and rhythmic.
Okay. Something like a nice... Something like that? Like something low? Yeah. I can see that. Something smooth and something that has a rather calming effect. With just a hint, just a touch of danger next to it. Yeah, I like that. Next, we're going to go to a rather familiar voice on this channel. Of course, we have the incredible Sandpiper, who's playing the character Kai. How are you going, Sandpiper?
Very good, thank you.
That's good. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your character Kai?
Well, Kai is a tiefling magus of the laughing show variety, possibly slightly mildly insane.
I mean, just a little bit. I mean, what was the last crazy scheme you had recently in the last game?
Let's see. Attack the bomb with spells.
Yeah, exactly. Just hit the bomb, the gunpowder filled barrel that's on a timer. Just hit it with a spell. It'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What possibly could go wrong?
Yeah, exactly. Now, if Kai was in fact a type of music, what type of music would Kai be?
Probably have to lean on something. Just trying to think of something.
It's a hard question, isn't it?
Probably jazz music.
Jazz music. Ah, I thought you'd probably go something like My Chemical Romance or something edgy like that. Yeah, but no jazz. No, I can see the jazz music, the smooth jazz where it's like nice and snazzy. Yeah, I can see that for Kai. Yeah.
You guys stop saying jazz. It's very confusing.
Jazz is very chaotic, so it does fit perfectly.
Yeah, exactly. And last but not least, we're going to go to the always charismatic Tass Friel, who's playing the character Malleus. How are you going, Tass?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Malleus?
Malleus is a cleric of Erasmus, the goddess of death, rebirth. She hates undeads and all the stuff. And Malleus met these people by surprise, and now they're sticking together because we have a common enemy. Because this evil god the Hag tries to come back to reality, and we don't like that.
No. Dark's a rather destructive deity who plans on devouring the entire world. You know, stuff like that, you probably don't want that to happen.
Yeah, not today.
Not today. Now tell me, Malleus, if Malleus was a type of music, what would he be?
Oh, guess Mongolian throat singing.
Oh, yes. I love it. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I'm not going to recreate it because I'd be terrible at it, but yes, I can definitely see it.
Because normally he's very calm and centered if he doesn't have some personal issues.
Yeah, I mean, what personality issues, right?
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Now, we have an apologies from Nightingale, who's playing the character Isabella, as well as I forgot his avatar name. It was something like Renvolio. Yeah, that was it. It was Renvolio, who plays Callahan. Now, unfortunately, these two are unable to make it for tonight's game. So make sure you send them all the birds, all the love, over to them over at the Discord, and make sure they're doing all right. Tell them that they're missed. Now,
I hope he's not secretly watching Dag.
No, actually, Dag is currently doing his own thing. But you should definitely stay here. It's so much cooler over here on this side.
Yeah.
Look, we have.
Who's that guy anyway?
Yeah, I know. We have dragons. He has undead. I mean, there's not really much. There's no competition, is there? Now he's gonna see this in the after credits and go, "What you say, Matt?" It'll be fine. It'll be fine. That's a future Matt problem. Anyway, shall we start tonight's game?
Yeah, bring it on.
Oh, you're both places at once, are you? Alright. Now, where did I leave you last time? That's right. After unsuccessfully raiding the gold mine laced with arsenic once again, you retreated where you met Gerhard's younger brother. The gibbering mess of a man took you to a temple set upon a cliff 2 days west from the gold mine. From there, you stopped an evil plot by Erhard and Gerhard's third identical triplet brother by the name of Merhad. Merhad, the silent, stoic, and strong. I can't think of a fourth S. It's fine. He sensational snake. There we go. Nailed it. Wanted to blow up the temple for reasons currently unknown. Though, as any good party does, they stopped the fiendish plan to destroy the temple and sliced Merhad in twain. Literally. Following that, you all clapped each other on the back and shouldering new packs of barrel filled with gunpowder, at least 2 of them, you make your way back to the mine, new weapons in hand, and a smile, fiendishly smile, on Kai's lips as she licks the gunpowdered residue, the gunpowdered icicle that she created. Now, if we go back to the map, whoosh, you find yourselves in the D20. Right here, in fact. The gold mine is 2 days east of where you are. You have knocked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pillars so far, but there's a couple more still left around the area. In which direction would you like to go? Please hover your mouse over that direction, please.
Did we want to try going up to the top one, then loop back, rather than going back to the mine, then all this way, then all the way down to the bottom?
I don't know.
It does
Erhard says.
It does give more time to prepare some fireworks. Want a taste of this icicle?
Why don't we do a way to the bottom one, go back to the mine, then to the top one, and then we're closer to the village anyway.
We need to be unpredictable.
That is right. You have had 3 passes at this gold mine.
They might have moved people away from the one to the north of this to the gold mine for you to have another to the gold mine.
You're
Possibly.
saying we need to be unpredictable, then coming back right now would be unpredictable.
You know what would be most unpredictable? By doing
Joining
the
them.
exact same thing.
Nah, most unpredictable thing would be going back and joining them.
That's true. Hey, I like to join the Cinderclaw cult. Is there like some paperwork I need to fill out, or do I need to make a donation, or how do I do this?
Hmm.
So, what do you wish to do, my friends?
I think the North one is a great idea.
Hover your mouse over which hex you would like to enter first. Unanimous. I like it. You trek up through the jungle, slashing away thick vines as they fall to the ground, stomping through brush, going through grass nearly as long as you push your way through, and eventually make your way to a campsite.
We find a campsite?
Well, you find a location that might work as a campsite.
I was going to say, it was so generous of the Cinderclaw tribe to make us a camp.
Or it could be left behind by the other guy's expedition.
Go ahead, takes a look, and he's like, actually, this might be one of mine. He picks up what appears to be a very heavy book. Yeah, this looks about right.
Erhad.
Yeah?
Is Temple okay?
Um,
If we leave as is?
oh, I mean, it should be. I don't think I have any more brothers that might want to burn it down.
You don't think?
I don't think. Did I not tell you the story?
Yes.
A beam of sunlight suddenly pours down from the heavens onto him.
Yes,
and he looks up and he takes off his glasses.
Erhad, in the story you mentioned 3 brothers. So
Yeah.
you mentioned 3.
Yeah,
We have encountered 3.
that's true.
Including you.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yes.
I mean, what's the possibility of my mum having quadruplets, right?
Hmm.
For you see, it
I
was
feel like you would
22.
know.
It was 25 years ago in the city of Absalom, where my mother was running through the streets with 3 babes tucked under her arms.
Oh,
The sunlight suddenly dips behind a tree and it fades. Well, I will now.
Well, this as good a place as any for camp.
Yeah, that's where my tent went. Isabella sets up her cubby house, casting her spell. A little, what appears to be figurine of a cottage suddenly expands into a full-size cottage.
Yeah, Meleos himself is casting a spell too,
Yep.
and he's transforming our food and drink into some enhanced version of it.
Oh, nice.
So
So,
he's doing some out of the water. He's creating some wine.
yep. Truly a miraculous achievement. And what do you do with the jerky and bread?
I'm creating some little cakes, very tasty, and I hand them to the people, and they, you have earned this.
You had the perfect opportunity to go, all right, so you have a slice of bread, I turn it into a Vienna roll. Yeah. But no, you pass out cake and wine.
Be back in the iffy.
Yeah.
That's the end.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Do you just rest for the night?
Does anyone have anything they wish to do for bed?
What Kai's planning to do, she'd have to do after she's woken up in the morning.
Wonderful. You all take a nap inside the cozy cottage. Now, I'm assuming you put up guards throughout the evening. Who would take the middle watch? The worst possible one.
Let's all do it.
Alright. Mitsu, can you roll me a perception check as you stare out into the darkness?
Okay. $19.
With a 19, a spotted creature, a striped creature, slowly makes its way up to your fire pit. It's about the same size as you, and it looks to be a giant cat. As it gets closer, you can see it is in fact a tiger.
What does it look like it's going to do?
It makes its way cautiously up to the fire, sniffs with its massive nostrils, paws at the ground, and looks at you. Its yellow eyes stare deep into your own.
Mitsu pulls out a hunk of fish jerky she has in her pack.
Fish jerky, alright. Yep.
We're next to a river.
Yep, alright, yep.
And tosses it to the tiger.
The tiger kind of jerks back a bit when you throw it at it. Slowly makes its way, sniffs it. With a giant lick, picks up the piece of dried fish, begins to chew on it, and slowly backs its way back into the jungle. Alright, morning arises. I'm assuming you do your morning rituals.
Did we heal?
Yes, everyone heals back up to full health. You all gain your focus points back. You will gain your spells back. You will gain your inspirations back. You will gain your all the normal things.
Nice.
Very nice. And it is in fact a terrible day outside. As you look out, you see that massive thunderclouds have rolled in over the forest, over the jungle. You hear the sound of rumbling thunder, and the first pitter-patter of rain starts pouring from the canopy above you.
Well, isn't that a great day to start?
Indeed.
It's also humid, like super humid. As in, you step outside, and it's not the rain that will drench you, it's your own sweat. It's one of those type of days.
Kai's just going to take some measures to keep the powder dry.
Yeah. So you're going to put some wax paper over it to make sure it stays relatively cool. It's relatively dry and whatnot, yeah.
Yeah.
It's easily done. Malleus, Mitsu, and Vic, what do you end up doing?
Yeah, I'm putting my cloak tighter and prepare for that long and nasty walk.
Yeah.
Mitsu's head happens to be covered in feathers, which are somewhat water resistant.
I mean, you're an eagle, right?
Somewhat.
Eagles, I believe, are an oily bird? Yeah.
Yes, which
Yeah.
water beads off them.
Yeah, exactly. But it does look like as more of it downpours, it looks more and more like you can see the pin feathers poking out.
That's just soothing.
Yeah, it is. That's actually really nice, really enjoyable. You're kind of loving this rain.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Good Vic?
Well, seeing how muggy it's going to be, it's okay. Well, take off. Um, like more tavern shirt stuff, so it's less cloth to just get clogged with sweat and reeking. It's like, okay, put that in the bag. Shield, okay. Let's go.
All right. Now, please put your mouse, hover your mouse over which direction you'd like to go. Very well. You proceed onwards, north. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Whoop, oh, my bad. Professional right here, aren't we? You moved north. It is a whole day of walking in this humid rain. Doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel great at all. But eventually, in the late afternoon, you come across an airy part of the jungle. An almost sinister pall seems to hang over the area here. The jungle birds, frogs, and insects that were once singing and enjoying the rain stop. There is a menacing silence. Up ahead, you see a familiar sight. An ominous pillar topped with a dragon head, carved of wood, painted with an almost invisible purple-like sheen. Might be indigo. And around it, you see 4 creatures surrounding the pillar itself, and they seem to be swaying almost at the same time.
What does Kai's arcane sense see?
Kai can see that there seems to be tendrils coming out from the pillar itself, and they seem to be wrapped around each of these 4 creatures. As you get closer and closer, they look like Gripply. Now, Vic, you are particularly familiar with Gripply, almost intimately so, as you have almost been swallowed by one of these frog-like creatures.
I thought it was Boggers that.
Oh yeah, sorry, Boggarts, yes. In fact, it was Boggarts. But these are Gripply, which are, unlike the Boggarts, which are more bulkier, these are rather lithe. And I am totally prepared for this, or just you don't see anything. You can talk amongst yourselves and your means of attack.
Right. There seems to be all connected to the totem.
In what way?
Some sort of tether.
So these could be mind controlled by Totem?
Possible.
What kind of tendril? Like a tentacle?
More unseen magical variety. Can Kai discern sort of, could this possibly be a form of mind control?
You believe that it might, in fact, be a form of mind control.
So
Yeah.
magical tentacle. Got it.
So just be careful if something seems to around this totem.
If mind control, then maybe not kill Gripply,
Mm.
because not their fault. It's magic, so it's not magic. Save them.
How do you know? They're friendly, Vic. They might try and eat you again.
Different kind of frog person.
We'll see.
If we save them and they attack, then they betray trust. Because if they betray trust, then well, I guess we can fight them because well, they were really ungrateful for our help. And Vic is rambling.
And what's Vic's view on protecting someone by causing them severe loss of consciousness for their own good?
Yes, knocking them out could work very well.
Just don't knock them out so much that they lose some of their memories.
Hey, that was the one
Details.
time. So,
Yeah, you said they are somehow connected. Do you think if we move them away from the pillar, they will be freed again?
Possible. Would Kai be able to discern whether that would be possible, whether this mind control possibly could have a range to it?
you're not sure. The safest way would be to take out the pillar itself. That would be the safest possible way to determine whether this thing would work or not.
How hard could that be?
I mean, yeah, it's not like you've had several issues. I mean, you have black powder now.
And just as a thought, Kai's going to turn to who is it? Which brother is it that's with us?
Erhad.
Erhat.
Yeah?
How structurally sound does that pillar look?
Well, I'm gonna have to get a bit close to it, but, I mean, let me take a look at it.
How much of a firework would it need to be to knock it over?
Oh, to knock it over? Well, if you put maybe two things of, two uses of, explosive on two sides of it, you'll be able to knock it askew, hopefully. The easiest way, however, would be to drill a hole into the actual pillar itself, and then pour the black powder inside that hole, and then just kind of let it explode outwards, which would do more damage than just trying to blow the side of it up. But, I mean, you guys don't mind if I just kind of sit here and make sure that nobody comes from behind us, would you?
You do realise someone might be coming behind us?
I mean, if that's the case, I'll stand over this way. He points over to the west. I'll stand over to the south then.
Okay. How about to keep you nice and safe? We have Callahan look after you.
Oh, but I was gonna use my friend. Callahan responds. You see, Ben was all excited to go in and start looking around and start using cards. I mean, yeah, I guess I can look after him. Come on, Ben. He looks over to nothing in the air. Isabella shakes her head. I'll watch over both.
I could try to move one of them away from the pillar to try if it does something, if it frees them.
That's a good
If
idea.
you like.
I was just going to turn to Merhack quickly. Would a cutting charge work as well?
Cutting charge?
Just the directional explosion.
I don't know. That was Merhad's specialty. I've just seen him, if he puts something inside something, it generally makes a bigger explosion than just having it beside it.
Anyone got a pot or something?
Malleus, you mentioned could try bringing one away. What's your plan for that?
I could try to seize control of his bones. It would be some way hurtful to them, I admit, but if we can break the enchantment.
It's for their own good, so don't worry about the details.
Or we could just try to destroy this pillar.
If want to try your plan, Vic willing to go along and see how it works. The pain of that one could reduce having to hurt the others so much.
I really don't know what will happen.
But we can find out. So tell me, what are you hoping to do?
What do you say? Should I try? Yes or no?
I say yes.
Depends how close you want to get to it. You don't know how far the effects are.
How far away can you do that spell?
Let me see. Oh, 100 feet.
Oh, yeah, this is fine. You'll be able to cast it anywhere.
And
Okay. I will, so Malleus is fixating this guy here.
Yep, so there are 1, 2, 3 holding bows.
This one nearest to us.
Yep.
And he's casting Bone Shaker.
Alright. I'm assuming this guy gets a will save.
Let me check. Where does it? Fortitude save.
Oh, a fortitude save. Even better. Wonderful. Alright. His bones are going to start jangling around. And
That doesn't make it.
he doesn't make it. Malleus, you
It's
seize
just a
control of his very frail bones.
Okay. He gets enfeebled 1,
Nice.
and I cast it as a 3-action spell,
Yep.
and I move him 15 feet towards us.
15 feet towards you.
And
Alright.
he gets this amount of damage.
So he's going to take 5 points of damage.
Yeah, it's not that great.
Well, that's still a lot, as he makes his way towards you. You, my friend, are the proud owner of 5 points of bludgeoning damage. As he slowly makes his way towards you, step by step.
I should mention he can choose to fall prone to avoid the movement.
Well, he doesn't know what's happening. In fact, he looks almost zombified. Not necessarily in his body. It's not like he's dead, but it's like his eyes are kind of rolled at the back of his head. And you don't think it's an ability from your spell. You just see its eyes are white. And it kind of moves almost as if on puppet strings.
Mm.
At this point in time, we're going to go hurtling towards initiative. Okay?
Okay.
Now, Malleus, since you are casting a spell, I would like you to do... Your spells are divination spells, aren't they?
Yes.
Can you please use your religion as your religion, your divine spell casting thing as your initiative?
Fine
please?
with me.
Sorry?
Fine with me.
Yeah. Now, Mitsu, what were you doing as Malleus worked this thing?
Probably just watching from the tree line.
Just watching from the tree line?
Yeah.
You'll roll me a perception check then, please. Kai?
Probably making sure not to be seen by the totem.
Stealth then. Vic?
I say also watching.
Alright, roll me a perception check. As these three also get perception checks. The Dragon Pillar also gets perception check as its initiative, and the Gripply Archer as well. Wonderful. Now, Malleus, you're the first one off the mark. You've summoned your, you managed to move the Gripply closer towards you. Kai, you still see the Chandrel stuck at the back of this Gripply's head.
Does it work?
How do you find doesn't work? As in, the Gripply still seems to be a bit...
Yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm asking Kai.
Oh, yeah.
It still seems to be connected.
Was a try.
Mm.
And then Malleus will draw a circle around him. And I cast a Globe of Invulnerability.
Nice! Wonderful. This...
Sadly, it just affects me.
That's fine. That's all that really matters, isn't it? It's like, well,
Yeah.
all of you are on your own. I'm going to stay in here. Sorry, guys. Alright, how many actions does it cost to cast that?
Two.
Two, cool.
2 actions and just wait.
Alright, you just wait. Wonderful. Next, we're going to go to the green speaker. The Gripply at the front. It sounds like he's trying to make out words, but nothing actually happens. Well, you don't see anything happen. You see his skin suddenly become more bark-like. And then he's going to make his way over here. Kai, it is your turn.
Kai's going to sneak up through the tree line.
Alright.
To get to a sort of flanking position, I'll just measure this out quickly.
Yep.
So, yep. And, yep, so she definitely can do that. Yep, so, and I better change tools. So, yeah, she's going to sneak along the tree line to here.
that should be fine.
and just try her best to remain hidden for the time.
All right. Vic, it is your turn.
Okay. So that one just went off on its own.
And it casts a spell.
Okay. Do the others seem to be acting?
Yes,
Anyway?
slowly.
Okay. I say Vic can sneak over here, shield raised, to try and defend Malleus, seeing where he is, trying to see where Malleus is going with his plan.
All right. You hold a steady ground, raising your shield, preparing yourself. This one. Now, has the spell ended itself, or do you still have control of its bones?
No, it's just one action.
Wonderful. This Gripply, almost as if it was puppet strings, grabs its bow and pulls it out. It's then going to knock an arrow. Draws. And it's going to fire at you, Malleus. Okay?
Yep.
So, raising its short bow, he's going to take a shot. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits. All right. You are going to be the proud owner of 7 points of damage.
Paladin reaction.
Paladin reaction.
Yes, because I believe that reduces it by quite a bit. One moment, whilst I quickly bring it up. I should have had it up earlier. Yeah. Yep, reduced by 2 plus level.
Oh, wonderful. So you'll because you guys are like level 6 now, aren't you?
7.
7. Oh, so you take no damage. So give yourself back those. Actually, I'll give you back those 7 hit points back. As the arrow seems to bounce off your chest and hits the ground in front of you. You take a look at Vic, and you see that Vic has his sword up. He might have just hit it out from midair, just as it hit your chest.
Sorry, did you?
All good?
Yeah, I didn't catch the question.
It looks like Vic seemed to have hit the arrow in midair just as it touched your chest.
Impressive.
Vic owes you for the mine.
All right, Mitsu, it's your turn.
Yeah, so what did I just see?
You saw this Gripply in front of you raise his bow and shoot at Malleus. However, Vic managed to get his sword up and take a slash at the arrow.
Right, okay, so this thingy is there. So these are hostile, which means we're going to kill them or incapacitate them. Or just knock them out from blood loss, whatever.
All is good.
Yes. Mitsu is gonna take a couple steps there. And can she power attack?
Yes, she can.
Cool. Let me just find where it is.
Are you doing this lethally or non-lethally?
I assume lethally.
There is only one way to power attack with a greatsword. I'm not gonna risk breaking my sword by slapping him with the flat end.
I mean, you wouldn't break it. You might give yourself a cool new saber.
Hmm.
We need to get Mitsu a foam sword.
Does an 18 hit him?
An 18 does not, unfortunately. The Gripply sees it. Well, it doesn't necessarily see it. It doesn't even move its head towards you. Almost as if something at the back of its head dragged it backwards abruptly, avoiding the blow.
Almost as if it was being controlled.
Yeah. Now, there's a great scene in Stardust, right? Where the prince is controlled by the witch, by a voodoo doll. You kind of getting the same vibes. You see this creature just get pulled backwards, avoiding the blow, and its back curves at an almost awkward angle. Impossible for any single creature to, imaginable. You don't think creatures like Ripley's are that flexible.
Alright, well, I moved and did that, so I can't do anything else.
No, you cannot. We then go to the dragon-headed toad. And I'm going to play 2 plot twist cards for tonight. One straight after the other. The first one. Sanity check. A tendril bursts out from the dragon-headed totem. And it's going to try to grab onto Mitsu. Roll me a will save as a tendril hooks onto the back of your head.
Does a 31 sound good?
31 sounds amazing.
Awesome.
You are not immediately controlled by this dragon totem. However, here comes the second plot twist card. Pride. Why do I have to do all the hard work? The voice at the back of your mind asks.
Because I'm good at it.
Yeah, but if you are really good at it, shouldn't they be paying you? Instead of you risking life and limb for almost nothing? When was the last really good shiny that they gave you? I mean, you really are better than this. You really are better than them. I mean, how many people have I slain? It's like you're working day in, day out for these people and you don't get anything in return. I mean, a bit of compensation would be nice, right? A little bit of recognition for your work. I mean, you've spent years training with this longsword, right? Years. And have they ever once bothered to at least ask to clean it for you? No.
Oh, it's a great sword, not a long sword.
Yeah, I know that. You know that. But they never even offered to clean it for you. I mean, you've saved their butts how many times now? Frankly, I think you deserve so much more. And I think you do too. We then go to Gripply Orchard 2. Alright. This archer, he's going to take out his short bow. and he's going to shoot it at the biggest possible threat, which looks to be Mitsu. Oh, wait a second. No, it won't target Mitsu. In fact, it's going to target Vic. Okay? I mean, that's what tanks are for, right?
And Vic has already used his reaction this turn.
Exactly. This dragon pillar is relatively intelligent. Far more intelligent and more self-aware than the previous two. It's going to take 2 shots at you, Vic. The first one. Oh, nice. And the second one. Alright. What happens is this you manage to avoid the first one, raising up your shield. It hits into your shield. However, the second one goes wide. Way too wide. And in fact, it's going to hit the archer in front. The target's going to change. Now I get to re-roll against the Gripply archer in front of Mitsu with the same bonus. And this one's going to miss. Unfortunately. That is what that one does. The other one, on the other side of the pillar, is instead going to take some pot shots at Malleus. You see that Malleus and Vic, you notice very quickly that they're not targeting Mitsu at all. So this one takes out its short bow, and it's going to take 2 shots against Malleus. Ready, Malleus?
Yeah, bring it on.
Now that you've said that, it's going to critical succeed. Oh, it was close though. Nearly got that 20, so that's the first one.
If he misses Malleus, he's a really bad shot.
I know, right? The second shot. Oh, okay. These arrows are just going wide. It doesn't seem to be like they're being used well. It's almost as if their limbs are somewhat shaky, as if being held by invisible strings. We then go back to you, Malleus. It's your turn. It's your turn, Malleus.
Okay, sorry.
No, that's alright.
These guys are all hostile, I guess.
You believe so, yes.
So Malleus is moving up here,
Yeah.
and he's casting sunburst on the and centered on the pillar.
Alright. A pillar suddenly appears above the pillar, and you're like, oh, that sounds like a good place to do soundburst. Boop! Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah?
I need to do both. Gripply's needs me to make me a fortitude save.
So both of them?
Yeah.
Alright.
10-foot burst.
The first one?
No.
No. Alright, that
Not
was the
really.
one closest to you. The second one, for the one further away?
That will do it.
That will do it? Alright. So I'm assuming... Alright, tell me what happens.
The first one gets this amount of 17 damage,
Yep.
and was just a failure, and is deafened for 1 round.
Nice.
And the other one just takes half damage. And that's my action.
Wonderful. Half damage. Wonderful. All right, you hit this sound burst on the pillar itself. One of the Grippleys, actually, neither of them actually respond as well as you'd think. You did see that both of them took damage, but when you usually cast that spell, once something happens, that the first thing someone does is cover their ears, right? Yeah? This thing doesn't do that. It doesn't cover its ears. Not instinctively. This one over here, however, is going to do something else. Now, let's see. What's it going to do? It's going to... Actually, it's going to cast another spell. Kai, you can see vines starting to wrap around its staff that it's wielding.
Okay.
Yep. Kai, it is your turn.
On the map, is that row of trees there able to blocking the line of sight to the totem where the this Gripply is?
No. It is not blocking the line of sight.
Oh, she's still going to go with the rule of eliminate the spellcaster.
Yep, fair enough.
Yep. So she's going to just.
Your cha-cha slide?
Well, she's not. She's just going to regular run up.
Ah, okay. Raising your short sword.
Yeah, and spell strike.
Yep.
With since she's trying to do well, her version of non-lethal, Ray of Frost spell strike.
Ray of Frost spell strike. Alright, alright.
Yep.
Rolling to hit.
So that, how does the 32 sound?
32 hits. However, you're using it as a piercing or a slashing?
Slashing.
Then it will hit, yes.
Mm-hmm. Full damage, I'm guessing? Or...
Yes, full damage. As you raise your short sword up and stab it into this Gripply.
Yep.
Oh, slash across this Gripply, I should say.
Yep. So 11 from the sword.
Yep.
And for the Ray of Frost, take 15.
Nice. Alright, as you do this massive blow, slashing across its stomach, the Gripply kind of doubles over. Blood starts pouring out of it. However, as it's still doubled over, it raises its staff where it should normally be. And it twists it. Even with this creature doubled over. It does not look natural. Not natural at all. In fact, it's almost sickening.
Well, guys, just find this all amusing.
Alright, cool. Vic, it's your turn.
Well, seeing everyone just suddenly started attacking them, it's like we soon have a moment of thought this wasn't planned.
Apparently it's planned now.
Okay.
Oh, what just happened here? Oh, no, keep going. Go on.
Oh. Well, hopefully this will stop. Hopefully prevent Missy from killing someone, and Vic will try to do 2 non-lethal hits with his shield.
Alright, raising up your shield. You attempt to hit this thing on the side of the head. That'll hit.
29.
Yep.
Seven non-lethal.
Nice. You do 7 non-lethal damage to this Gripply as you raise up your shield and just go to the top of the head.
And a second.
Nice. You raise your shield up once again, ready to pound into it.
$17.
Unfortunately, a 17 misses. As you punch the shield into it, it knocks it almost in half. What happens is that its head suddenly gets pushed forward to avoid that second strike from the shield. It almost doubles over. It kind of looks like an L. The body kind of forms an L shape, and it stays there.
And Vic kind of winces a bit, anticipating what's coming.
Yep. Alright. This creature. Does the enfeebled continue or does it disappear after the next round?
I guess it does reduce by 1 after the next round.
I would assume so as well.
Well, the spell doesn't state it anyway, but I guess it's just like normal rules.
Yeah. I'd assume so as well. Alright. Nope, I'm not increasing enfeebled. It does not increase enfeebled.
Your guest.
Alright. It drops its sword. It drops its bow. As it flips up to attack you, Vic, it draws out its short sword. So it's going to draw out its short sword as it flips up into its proper position and try to backhand you with it. This creature moves as if it's made of jelly. Kind of like a rubber. Does the 30 hit you?
That it does.
Alright. The short sword flips back and hits you at a really odd angle. One you were not expecting. You're going to take 8 points of damage. Nope, the Gripply is not going to take 8 points of damage.
Yes, he stabs himself.
Yep. It moves back and stabs itself in the back. Nope. Vic is going to take 8 points of damage. There you are, Vic. There you are. How do you feel?
Little sore.
Also, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, next we're going to go to Mitsu.
Yes.
And now look at this. Vic's coming in and trying to steal your kill. It's a bit of a prick, isn't he?
Not even using a sword.
Yeah, how disrespectful is that?
Well, you know what? If Vic's trying to get in first, then Mitsu's want to get in first more.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm assuming.
So she
Yep.
power attacks,
Yep.
and we're flanking.
Yeah, because you are flanking.
26.
You hit.
Yay.
You were just striking?
Yeah.
Just a
Oh, it
normal
said
strike?
power attack.
Oh, power attack. Cool.
17 damage.
17 points of damage. Alright. What you do is you just raise up your sword and you just go. And you actually manage to cut off one of its arms. Not the arm that's holding the short sword, though. You know how when generally you hit someone like that, they generally scream or yell out or something? There's no response from this thing. None. It doesn't even breathe differently.
Just makes no movement, no noise whatsoever.
No, nothing.
That's weird.
Yep. You gonna hit it again?
No.
No? Okay. The pillar's turn. Himitsu. Roll me another will save, as another vault of magical energy goes through into your head.
Yeah, Mitsu got a 14.
You know, that Vic, right? He's always been wanting to steal your kills. Ever since you first met him. You know what? You need to teach him a lesson. You need to put him into his You need to put him in his place. Show him what a true warrior is. Become a real champion. Not whatever that Vic thinks he is. You are the real deal, Mitsu. You know this. I know this. We both know this. Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah. Just think. After you polish up those scales, they'll shine very, very prettily. Yeah?
There's some nice bronze, some silver in there.
Yeah, exactly. It'll look nice hanging over your mantle.
Mantle?
Yeah, because, you know, with all this shiny stuff, you're going to buy yourself a nice crystal house.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah, no, if we say so. Because it's we now. Us.
Ugh.
Hey, don't backchat to me, woman.
Do what I want you to boss me.
Well, now I am. Hit your friend. Alright. That's its turn. Wait. No, wait. It also gets a free action. Hey, Kai. Roll me a will save. As a beam of light hits you. A beam of indigo light hits you.
25.
I think a 25 saves it. Yeah, I think a 25 is fine. Yeah, 25 is fine. Alright. A beam of light shoots at you from the eye of this creature. You see it, and you just narrowly manage to avoid it. This thing also shoots laser beams.
Oh, so the totem does care about me. It misses me.
Boom, boom, boom. Immediate ban. Oh, that's fine. Alright, so the archer's turn. This one is going to make some attacks on Malleus. Because Malleus seems to be the biggest threat now. So with its short bow, it's going to take a shot. It's going to make it shot.
Yeah,
That hits you?
that hits me.
Wolf. Alright. You're gonna take this amount of damage. 5 points of damage.
Oh
No, it's not.
No, it's not! Vic sees this and with an almost Herculean amount of effort picks up a rock and just throws it at the arrow. The arrow gets hit wide and lands right next to you, Malleus.
Yeah. The trigger for Retributive Strike is enemy damages ally. Both are within 15 feet of me.
Jeez,
I
that's a
don't have the
long distance.
Yeah, I don't have the range of them, but as long as they're within 15 feet. And if the foe is within reach, I can do a melee strike against them. but
Alright.
I'm more doing this for the damage reduction.
Yep, alright. So Vic, seeing this arrow, picks up a rock and throws it. It hits the arrow in midair and lets it go flying.
How do you do this? In disbelief.
It's,
Not that I'm complaining, but how in the heavens are you hitting this accurate?
it's all in the reflexes. If you get that reference, you get 2 mat points. First one to comment it in chat gets 3 mat points. Alright. It's then going to turn its head sideways at almost a 9-degree angle. And then it's going to shoot again. Its head's still at that 9-degree angle. Ready, Malleus?
Yep.
Alright. Alright. So with its head at a 90-degree angle, it doesn't get pulled back as far as it should. It only gets half drawn, and it's like, and the arrow just and plants in the ground immediately in front of it. The next one, however, seeing the failure of its comrade, is just going to do the same thing. This is the one that's deafened, by the way. What it's going to do is it's going to drop its bow. It's actually going to step in towards you, drawing its short sword as it does so. As it moves, it looks like it seems to be on puppet strings, just like the rest of them. Move up. Move up. Come on. Move up. I know you can do it. There you are. Good little Gripply. And now hit Malleus. It'll be great. It'll be fine. There you go. Give him a tap.
That's it.
All right. 23 points of damage. Oh, sorry. Not 23 points of damage. Jeez. You're going to take 6 points of damage as this short sword slashes across your body. Would it have time for a second one? No, it does not, unfortunately. But it does raise its sword in a rather defensive position. Is it still being deafened?
I guess not.
All right.
Let me check. It was just a normal miss.
Yep. All right. Wonderful.
Let's see.
That is the end of those 2 turns.
No, 4 out.
For just a single round? Alright, yeah,
Yeah.
cool. We then go back up to the top of initiative with Malleus.
Okay. I have an idea, or Malice has an idea. What do I need to do to try to position me? Because Kai told me there are some strings attached Malice cannot see.
Yes, that is
The
correct.
idea that I'm going for is that Malice would try to bring himself between the pillar and the Gripply to block this.
Yes, you can definitely slide in between the Gripply and the pillar itself.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Yeah, must I reposition the Gripply first to do that? Or?
Yes. So roll me an athletics check as you attempt to pull the Gripply out further, so you have a bit more room.
Let's see, where am I? Okay, it's not quite that bad. Oh.
Alright, it's not a critical fail. So what happens is you grab the gripple and you attempt to pull. As you pull, its arm just cracks as you pull.
Can I use a hero point to reroll that?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can
then
give
I will
yourself
do it.
a +8 bonus, is what I generally say, isn't it? Yeah. Give yourself a +8 bonus as you reroll. Oh, that's
this
so
is-
much better. You grab the
I didn't
Gripply.
think he added the +8. So
So
it's +8 on top.
yeah. So that'll be a critical success. So what happens is you grab the Gripply and you yank. You pull the Gripply. Roll me a d6. No, roll me a d4. And then add 1. 3. Alright, so the Gripply is going to move forward 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. It's then immediately going to hit into Mitsu. Mitsu, I'm assuming you're not going to let it move forward past you, are you?
Sorry, what?
You're not going to let a Gripply move past and through you, are you?
No.
No, you're going to hit it back. So the Gripply is going to get pulled forward by Malleus and basically hit into the steel wall that's Mitsu. And it's going to fall back a little bit.
Does that count as an attack of opportunity?
Yes, it would.
How does the 28 count?
That's a hit.
The hit?
That's a hit.
Alright, let's see what kind of damage it does. 10!
10 points of damage to this poor Gripply. Cool. Yep. That was your first action, Malleus.
Yeah, and then I will try to
Where do you want to go?
move,
Tell me,
move up
where do you want to
here
go? Where?
Yep.
and try to make myself as broad as possible, stretching my arms, so trying to disrupt this invisible line or this invisible tentacle that I cannot see.
All
Right.
right. You put yourself in between
you
the
dare.
pillar and the tendril. You put
No.
your hands up. You put them
No.
around. Put them up. You wave them around.
No.
You point.
Yeah.
You just kind of throw out some jazz hands. Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, the Gripply's eyes are still white as they've still rolled to the back of the creature's head.
What was it try? Okay, everyone. My third action. Okay, everyone, destroy the totem.
Just destroy the totem. It's fine, guys. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's gross.
What do you do?
Go back.
Vic will help.
Ah, put it everywhere.
Oh no! All right, Vic.
What?
Never mind. It is in fact the green speaker's turn. The
Yeah, I was
creature.
going to say, it's actually soon for me.
Yeah. Now, this green speaker, Kai, you see its staff has been worked over with some sort of vine. It's giving off a very magical aura. It's going to do 3 hits against you. Okay?
Where's my beaker?
Yep.
And it's going to use its staff two-handed. Okay?
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
This might hurt a little bit.
Yep. I
Okay.
have solutions.
You have solutions. Well, let's give you some problems, shall we? First hit.
That is a hit. Question, does it count as piercing?
No, it does not. It is in fact bludgeoning.
Even with the what you described was on it?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. You're going to take a bit of damage here, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me just edit that a little bit. All right, so that's in fact 2d8s plus 4. So you're going to take 18 plus 8 plus 6. So that is in fact... so actually, if I just do this to you, right? If I just give you the damage to both. So boop. Boop. And then you're going to heal yourself 4 hit points back.
Okay.
Can you do that for me?
Yep.
That's the first hit. The second hit. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
The second hit.
That is
A critical miss. It's going to bring its staff around, and it's going to off-balance itself, opening itself to an attack of opportunity.
does this count if Kai doesn't actually have attack of opportunity?
Yes. But you won't have your spell strike or anything. It'll just be your stab.
Yeah. Could I argue that Kai gives this thing a hoof?
Oh, yeah, you can definitely give it a boot. Or a hoof.
Yeah. Yeah. So she just kicks this thing in the ribs.
Yep. As this thing overextends with its staff.
24?
24 will definitely hit. Oh, wait a second. Yes, it'll hit by 1, in fact.
Yep.
All right.
Take 8 hoof to the ribs.
Nice! You hit it in the ribs for 8 hoof damage. Or as our Canadian friends like to call it, hoove. I think. I'm not... No, that's what my Canadian friend called it. He was like, hoove. And it's like, no, it's hoof. Alright. Let's go. You want me to run another table? Jeez, guys, how many tables do you want me to run? At least 2? Woo! I mean, how could anyone run more than 2 tables, right?
I mean, you ditched your Friday night games for some reason.
Yeah, I know. I should really start doing the pseudo society again, shouldn't I? That was fun, wasn't it? Yeah, we'll do that next. We'll do that soon. Don't worry. Anyway, where was I? Right, Kai, it is your turn. As this thing overextended, you just went boop with your hoof. What do you wish to do now?
First, trigger Arcane Cascade.
Nice. Yep. Tell us how does that look like?
The shadows around her just become wispy.
Ooh,
and darker.
Nice. Yeah.
And her laughter seems to become also just slightly distorted.
Yep.
Like as if the shadows are also laughing with her.
Oh, so you have like an echoey type effect. Nice.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
And you know what? She's going to do... Yeah, she's going to go with mirror image.
All right.
And cast mirror...
Yeah. So, all of a sudden, there appears to be an assortment of Kais. At least 4 of them. Yes?
Yep.
4 Kais suddenly appear in front of this creature. But the creature doesn't seem to care. The Gripply still kind of leaning back due to your hoof, leaning to the side due to your hoof. It kind of stays in this position as it raises its staff again, ready to take swings. Nothing about this feels right. Nothing at all. Vic, it is your turn.
Okay, so breaking totem. Vic moves up to the totem.
Yep. Now, Mitsu, that provokes an attack of opportunity.
I already used Malice's.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, you did. You did indeed. So it does not provoke an attack of opportunity. I saw Kajami's face for a second. He was like, oh, uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, my thought is, what does her voice have to say about that?
Oh, no, it's fine. He's cool with it. He's fine.
And yeah, if the tower kills you first, then I get your shinies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just start skinning Vic in front of everyone. It's all fine.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's between friends. I mean, I'm sure you guys had that arrangement beforehand.
Hmm. Oh. Try to do a smashy bashy on totem.
All right.
18.
All right, raising up your longsword, you stab into you slash into the side of this totem. Roll me some damage.
$13.
All right, you don't do as much damage as you think you do. You hit into it. And you make a slight crack in the side of the corner that you slashed into.
Well, Vic should have known. After so many totems.
Yes.
Vic looks up.
The dragon head almost seems to be staring at you.
Well, new plan. Can Vic try climbing up to the head?
You can begin to, yes.
Athletics?
Yes.
$17.
All right, you start climbing up. This Gripply here does not like that. Does not like that at all. So once again, it's going to ignore Mitsu. And it's going to make its way up here. And you see that instead of making its way up to Vic, it's going to just leap. Its head first is just going to leap up at you. Okay? So this thing will require an athletics check. Does a 22 hit your athletics DC?
How much?
22.
Misses.
All right. It leaps at, and you manage to scramble out of the way as it hits head first into the pillar. You hear
it was close though.
You hear a sickening crunch as the body slides down. It's going to take some damage, but it's going to stand upright almost immediately. You see this clear ooze that's almost as thick as blood start pouring down a massive, almost like a caved in side of the head. So it's going to take a bit of damage. It's going to take 3 points of damage. Mitsu, The voice inside your head. Now, whilst he's distracted. Show him who is the real warrior.
Sure, who?
That scaly friend of ours. The one who thinks he's better than us. He always leaves you with the hardest of difficulties. He leaves you to face enemies by yourself. He thinks he's better than you, calling his so-called God, giving him power. You know who doesn't need that power from a deity? You. You who spent their entire lives training, compared to someone who prays for their strength. You deserve the mantle of champion, Mitsu. Go on. Take it.
If he leaves the enemies to me, wouldn't he know that I'm better than him at fighting?
No. He acts like he's better than you, Mitsu. Don't you remember those side looks he gives you? That hint of disapproval when you walk back victorious with a handful of loot over your shoulder.
No, but if you say so.
Yeah, I do say so. Now show him how good you are. Show him the amount of training you've put into your work, whilst he has the protection of some minor deity.
Okay. In order to prove that Mitsu is the best warrior, she's going to take down this single foe with one mighty swing.
Love the enthusiasm.
Yeah? How does a 32 sound?
It's a critical
30.
hit.
Oh, technically, but yes.
I'm assuming you're power attacking.
Yes.
Yep.
How does 30 damage sound?
Tell me how you do it.
Yes, Mitsu is definitely the strongest of all her companions, especially the scaly one over there. So she did what he could not and take down this foe with one mighty swing.
I mean, that wasn't the kind of way I was hoping that would go. I mean,
Oh, no.
I was fully expecting you to pick this thing up and then throw it at Vic.
Well,
I thought that sounded a bit more like a Jasmine technique.
the night is still young.
That is true. That is very true. However, you do get like a bit of silence, like, you know how you have like that radio silence, like, okay, let's try this again, shall we?
Yeah. Honestly, that's kind of what I was expecting and what I was hoping for.
That was not the situation. That was quite a turnaround. You got me
Well,
there.
hey, at work, I got a critical.
All right.
And
Is
then I
there
moved
anything else?
I moved one space. So
All right.
I guess I should voice my suggestions more clearly next time.
All right.
yeah, Mitsu is a half bird person. You need to be really specific at what you hint at.
All right. Mitsu, you hear a very audible. Wait, did you hear that? Let me do that again. As the sucker, whoop, there's a chair somewhere there. As the tendril just kind of pops off the back of your head, and it's gonna just try to find a new target.
Good. Fuck her off.
No,
Hey,
not this one.
Vic and Kai, can you just roll me a d20 and tell me who gets highest?
6.
Yeah.
15.
All right. Vic. No. Kai. You start hearing a voice in the back of your head. Hey, you want to do something cool?
Sure. Are you my conscience?
No, you've never had a conscience.
Oh yeah, that's right. I miss that guy.
Yeah, I mean, he was a bit of a tool. But anyway, now tell me, you want to do something really cool, don't you? You want to do something that'll show up Mitsu, yeah? I mean, you've been standing in her shadow for almost ever since you met her, yeah?
Arguably.
And that Vic guy, I mean, he has that whole holier-than-thou persona, doesn't he? Really gets on our nerves, doesn't it?
Hmm.
So here to tell you what you should do. You should light that barrel of black powder we have in our backpack and just throw it straight at in that center area group. Not only would you manage to take out the tower, you might be able to take out those two Gripply, as well as show Mitsu and Vic who's the real badass here.
Kai just had a light bulb moment of how to make that even better.
Cool. Roll me a will save. Well, a will check, I should say. And you can elect to fail it if you so wish.
Can I spend a hero point on that?
Yes, you can. You can re-roll it with a +8 modifier.
Yep, so
My whole thing, I want to have fun here. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
21.
Alright, with a 21, you don't feel compelled to do it. But it does sound pretty cool. Yeah?
I know.
Yeah.
Everyone likes fireworks.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be great.
Let's do it from the top of the totem.
No, you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it at the top of the totem. You want to hit it at the bottom. Do more damage that way.
Kai has a one-track mind on certain things.
Yeah.
And she wants to see fireworks from the top of the totem.
Alright. This Gripply is going to drop his shortbow because it is no longer in shortbow time. And what it's going to do is that it's going to move through to here. And now it's going to target Mitsu. So it's going to make 2 attacks against Mitsu as it raises its short sword. Ready, Mitsu? Does a 17 hit you?
No.
No, you parry it. as like this clear viscous liquid flies everywhere from the body of the previous Gripply. It's gonna try hitting again.
That would be a critical miss.
Alright, tell me how it embarrasses itself.
You're the yes. That would be very embarrassing since it is a critical miss. It swings wide and with so much force that it spins 3 times on the same spot in a circle and falls on its ass.
Alright. I mean, I wouldn't say it falls on its butt per se, but it does spin around several times, right? And it becomes disorientated. It doesn't necessarily fall to the ground, but its legs do give out. So it seems to just be hanging there almost. Its legs are kind of like that odd angle where it's kind of like, it's like the blade of the foot's touching the ground, but it doesn't actually have any weight on it. Yeah? So it has become flat-footed. Not prone, but flat-footed. If I can find the thing for it. Where's the foot? Where's the foot? Give me the foot. That's immobilized. That's the wrong foot. Fleeing. No, that's not it. Flat-footed. There we go. It becomes flat-footed. Alright, then we go back up to the top of the initiative with Malleus. It is your turn.
Yeah, I'm muted, so unmute. Okay. Malleus, Vic is, did I picture this right? Vic is still climbing up this totem.
Yes.
Okay, then Malleus will call out to me, Vic, get ready to catch if you're on top. And he pulls out a needy thing I found in his equipment bag. It's a traveler any tool.
Yep.
It's a staff with metal, and he transforms it into a pickaxe, and gets ready to throw it to Vic.
Nice. All right, taking out the traveler's any tool.
What do you want Vic to catch? Ooh, Vic needs to get one of those.
Yes, you can find them at a little shop called I really want to call it Munnings. It's like this big warehouse type shop. It's painted green, right? And it has a bunch of home timber and hardware inside of it. Actually, no, we'll call it Mitre 11. There we go, Mitre 11. It'll be great.
Not a Kunje Disposals.
No. It was close though. It was a close third. All right. That's the end of your turn, Malleus?
Yep.
All right.
At least I saved one action to actually throw the thing in next turn.
All right, wonderful. All right. The green speaker now. The speaker that speaks for the green. What's it going to do? What's it going to be told to do? Kai, you see this thing in one of its hands, a spark of flame, as its hand suddenly burst into flame. It's then going to point at you as this small fireball is thrown at you. Ready?
Yep. That matches.
Matches. Alright. So what happens? To those at home, I have a home rule called glancing blows. If something matches the AC, it'll do only half damage to the creature that it hit. So, it's going to do 1d4 points of damage. Oh, 1d4 plus, etc, etc. Oh, sorry. 3d4s, because it's a level 3 caster. So it's going to do 5 points of damage. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to raise its stick up once more and attempt to hit you. Ready?
Yep.
Alright. Staff. Two-handed attack. Hit. Bada bing, bada boom.
And that misses.
And that misses. You manage to avoid the second blow as you recoil from the fiery burst. It is then your turn to respond, Kai.
Do if I call you Bob? I'll just deal with this guy first because he doesn't seem to appreciate fine art.
Callahan pokes his head out of a nearby bush. No, you can't call him Bob. That's my friend's name. This guy's my friend. His head pokes back into the bush.
Yep. So she's going to spend it. So first she's going to make use of Force Fang to refresh her spell strike
Wonderful.
and do a little bit of damage at the same time.
From the shadows, multiple fang-like strikes strike this creature.
Doing 12.
Doing 12 points of damage. Nice.
Yep.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, there we are. I thought I had you doing the damage on yourself, Kai, and I was like, no, that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right at all.
Yep. And then she's going to spell strike Shocking Grass the Gripply.
Oh, nice. Roll me to hit.
Yep. How does a 32 sound?
That sounds very, very successful. Almost critically so.
Yep. So sword damage.
Yep, sword damage.
20.
20. Of course, of course.
And the spell. Sure. Just seeing if there's anything. How much metal is he wearing?
He is currently wearing no metal, in fact.
Okay, so no.
Do you do at least 5 points of damage?
So 16 times 2, so that's
Tell me how you
probably.
do it.
Well, Kai can't really be accused of accidentally eliminating this Gripply if it was reduced to nothing but ash.
Alright, so you're playing the whole invisible Gripply card where, oh, you see a Gripply, and guess what? No, you don't! It's disappeared, it's gone! Oh, magic! Is that the card you're playing?
Yep.
Cool, I like it.
And if anyone asks, Kai is just going to say, oh, I just sent him home.
Yep. The staff hits the ground. It is the only remnant of the Gripply itself. The vines still twist around this staff, however. It does not fade. It's still entwined with this green, vibrant green coil of vine, of greenery. But that is the only remnants of this Gripply. Do you pick it up and examine it?
Later, because Kai's
All right.
out of action.
Alright, Vic, it is your turn.
Climbing.
Alright, you climb up to the top, I assume. Roll me an athletics check. Don't get a 1.
29.
Yep, that's easy. You climb up to the very head of the dragon totem.
Okay, so Vic's at the top.
Yep. Malleus, I assume you use your action to
Yeah.
your last action
Yeah,
to
catch
throw.
it.
The pickaxe goes flying in the air.
Hero point to try and catch it effectively.
Easily. You won't need to roll with this one as you catch it in midair. Actually, let's paint the scene, shall we? Malleus looks up above you. He throws the pickaxe. Vic, catch! You close your eyes and a faint smile upon your face as you just reach out your hand and grab the pickaxe in midair. Using the momentum, you lift yourself up along with the pickaxe. You bring it above your head and you swing it down onto the top of the pillar. Yes?
I'd say arc it down and straight into the eyes.
Nice! As you do so, roll me... I don't even know what dice I need you to roll. Just roll me a d20. just a d20. It'll be fine. Just roll me a d20. It'll be fine.
4.
That's not the number I was hoping for. Alright, you raise the pickaxe and you bring it through the eye. Ka-tink. Ka-tink. Ka-tink, ka-tink, ka-tink. You look at the eye.
Huh.
It seemed to
Vic,
get caught on the wood around the eye socket.
Vic tries to pry it loose.
Yeah. You can spend your third action prying it loose.
Yep. What I'm picturing is like dramatic framing, strong music. All this happens, then tink, then
Stuck.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, silence.
Yeah, exactly. Malleus, you're looking up at this. What do you think? What are you thinking?
Just do it again.
Just
That's okay.
Vic will try.
all right. Now, this Gripply Archer, who's relatively very injured, he is going to pick up his mate's bow. And he's going to take aim at you again, Vic, because he doesn't want you up there. Or, more specifically, the tower pillar doesn't want you up there. So it's going to pick up its friend's bow, and it's going to make 2 shots against you. Or at least attempt to. Okay? The first shot. An 18.
Misses.
Misses. Alright. And the second shot. Alright. What happens is that it critically fails. It takes aim at the you, but instead it hits the side of the dragon pillar's head. The dragon pillar stops for a second. And Kai, you can see this with your arcane sense. You see a vast amount of magical energy just kind of go through the tendril that's connected to the dragon pillar and the creature itself. A massive amount of magical energy hitting the Gripply itself. And it goes into the head of the Gripply. Now, how much hit points is the Gripply on? 12. Yep. That'll be enough. The Gripply's head explodes. And the body hits the ground. You can all get a reaction to this.
Do we see the magical force?
No, only Kai does. Everyone else just sees the head just explode after it hits the totem.
Brace for impact.
Kai, was it you?
That was the totem. The other guy I teleported somewhere else. I believe home.
I think there's brain on my shoe.
No, wait. No. It's just some tongue. It's fine. Alright, Mitsu. It's your turn. There is one more Gripply, and it is in fact flat-footed against you.
Yes, and it's so incredibly failed that you know what? This will totally work. Just going to power attack it because it looks like an easy target.
Alright, go for it.
32.
That's a critical hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Roll me some damage.
32.
Of course, of course. Alright. You do a massive amount of damage. You take off one of its arms. You're like... And the entire arm up to the shoulder just slices through. And once again, it does not groan. It does not move an inch. It doesn't even breathe irregular.
Yay.
It's still standing.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I'm not gonna hit it again because I'll have to use my next turn. Instead, can I glare intimidatingly at it?
Yes, you can.
I will do so. I will give it the birdie stink eye of hell.
Alright. Unfortunately, its eyes are rolled to the back of its head, so it doesn't actually take any of the things that another creature would consider.
Yes, but it still looks scary, so that counts.
Alright. We then go to the pillar's turn. Hey, Kai.
What is it, Daryl?
What if... Now, hear me out now. What if we set that bomb alight and throw it now?
I still reckon it'd be more entertaining if it was on top of the
No.
pillar, just as the
You see.
spectacle.
No, you see. It's going to be a spectacle regardless. And what's going to happen is three things are going to happen. You're going to take out everything beneath that pillar and the pillar itself. Now, don't you want to look like the badass, terrifying, beautiful woman that you are now? Don't you really want to show up that almighty, God-loving psychopath?
I'm sorry, but what does this thing have out for Vic?
That is a good question. Vic, why don't you describe who your deity is?
Well, Vic worships Apsu, the lawful good dragon god, and is both the father and nemesis of Dahak.
And who's Dahak?
The chaotic evil dragon god, also descendant of Apsu, who kind of wants to destroy things and is worshipped by the Cinderclaw.
Which is the same cult that erected these pillars in the first place. That is why this thing has it out for Vic. So Kai, show him who's the boss. Roll me your will save.
Nat 1.
I'm going to play the last plot twist card for tonight. Sudden recollection. Now Kai. You've spent a lot of time with the goblins, did you not? Back in your Citadel Altarian?
Yep.
Now, what do goblins like best?
Burning things.
They like burning things, exactly. Now, they have shown you a very easy technique to set something ablaze really quickly, right? And you believe you can do this with this bomb you have strapped to your back itself. Now, with a Nat 1, your hands almost move by their own volition. They take the bomb from around your back and they seem to create this very, I don't want to say intricate, but very simple and elegant design using what appears to be an alchemist fire that you did not previously know you owned. You open the alchemist fire. You place it inside the barrel of gunpowder. And then you roll it towards not the pillar. No. No. You don't. You don't roll it towards the pillar. No matter how much your strength requires you to roll it towards the pillar. It's almost as if something is controlling your actions, Kai. As it rolls it towards the center of the group between Mitsu, Malleus, and Vic. And on that note, we'll finish for tonight's game. How are you guys going?
That was awesome.
It
Loving
was
it.
awesome, wasn't it?
Mm.
Now, we're going to do a bit of a round table. And we start in the opposite order of how we start off with. Now, for the round table, it's kind of like your favorite moment. So what did you enjoy most about the game? So we're going to start off with Malleus, who is played by the incredible Tasriel. How'd you go for tonight's game?
I was doing great, thanks. Oh, what did I enjoy most? I guess everything. First, but if I recollect, I think it's the transition from okay, maybe we can save this poor Gripplies.
Just kill them. It's the
just
easiest
murder
solution.
them.
Yeah, I love how you guys started off with a plan, and the plan was we aren't going to murder them. Then you immediately murder them. I think that's a great way of describing how tables work in general. Alright guys, we have this plan. Immediately goes against the plan. It's great. I love it. It's a lot of fun. Next, we go to Kai, who's played by Sandpiper. How'd you go for tonight?
Very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
You soloed the hardest creature in this map. Congrats! You did amazing. How do you feel?
Good.
Yeah, and you're about to solo the rest of your teammates as well.
Details.
Yeah, details. It doesn't matter, does it? So how are you feeling? What was your favorite part?
Just how we non-lethal some of those Gripplies to death.
Yeah, exactly. You gently brought them to their demise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saved them from something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Vic, who's played by Gachavi, how'd you go for tonight?
It was interesting.
Yeah? Any favorite parts?
I think one of the highlights for me would be Vic actually being the tank again, rather than him just going, I'll be over there.
I know, right? It's the first time in a long time that Vic's actually stepped up and did his part for the party.
Yeah. And then Malice's reaction of, how do you keep doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. I loved it. I loved that a lot as well. And last, we had Mitsu, who's played by the incredibly lovely Jasmine Bailey. How'd you go for tonight?
Yeah, it was good. I was a bit out of it today from work, but that's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, exactly. Did you have any favorite moments?
I think my favorite moment was when Dahak realized that Mitsu wasn't gonna comply with him.
Yep. Mitsu.
Any of it.
Yeah, Mitsu does have a rather strong personality, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Now, I really
God.
tried.
Wait. The way that I was going to beacon defeat Vic was to one-up him in my kills.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Mitsu has that already, to be honest.
Yeah, it was just amplified. She has to be the best.
I also love how the dice is like, yeah, I'm gonna show him as well. Nat
Yeah.
20!
Critical! Critical! Critical damage!
Exactly. Oh, it was great. Now, me as a GM, I don't think I had a favorite moment. It was all just amazing. Like, I could pick out properly a favorite moment for each one of you. And they were all very similar. I love how, I loved how Malleus and Vic had that whole, here, have a pickaxe. Wonderful. Tick. Oh, well, that was an unfortunate moment. I loved that moment. I loved how Kai was like, and you're dust now. Hey guys, I think this thing ran away. Picks up stuff, hides it. It's and I love how Mitsu was like, yeah, I'll show Vic. I'll show him how good I am. You, Gripply. Ha! Suck it, Vic. Oh, you're all incredible, and I loved every moment of it. Now, let's do all the boring stuff, the self-promo stuff. Hey everyone, hello, welcome. I hope you had an amazing game tonight. I had an amazing game tonight. These guys had an amazing game tonight. And if you'd like to head over to and join this community, have a chat with these players, have a chat with a bunch of different people in the community, head over to that Discord channel. We do a lot of meme stuff, we do world building, we do games. Every now and again I go, hey, who wants to play a game with me? And a couple people go, yeah, if I have to, and that's fine. So if you want to head over there, check it out. I might be starting Pseudo Society again in the next couple of weeks after I finish the university, so keep your eye out for that. We have the Twitter account, we have the YouTube account where these shows will be put on. I think I missed last week, but I'll be doing that, I think, tonight, so check that out. And we also have the Patreon, which isn't actively in use, but you should go check it out regardless. You don't have to apply to it. Just I would appreciate if someone could go over and go, yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah, that'll be fine. Next, we are, next time I am on, will most likely be on the Dead Aussie Gamer channel with the incredibly talented and lovely Laura Bones, as we play, no, we are not. In fact, we are not playing Strange Aeons next week. In fact, Dead Aussie Gamer is doing a whole thing for a charity, which is Jasper's Game Day. So we're actually going to head over to the Dead Aussie Gamer in a moment. So we'll head over them, we're going to read them. But you should definitely go check out Dead Aussie Gamer. And to Laura Bones, if she's still in chat, you should definitely go over and check her out. If you love world building, if you love writing, if you love writing challenges, she's the girl to go to. She has all that and more. So definitely go check out Laura Bones. Have I missed anything else? Yeah, there she is. Nice. Have I missed anything else, my friends?
Aeon?
Yeah, we're not doing Strange Aeons this week. Because...
Your world.
Oh, world building, right. Talking about world building, I do a little bit of world building over on the World Animal World Animal. So if you like World Animal, if you're not checked out World Animal, go do so. There's my world right there in the chat. Go check that out. I like to think it's pretty cool. So definitely go check out. And also most of the world building we do on the All Things Fantasy server is in fact on that map right there, on the Aeon map. So highly interactive. Definitely go check that out. Now, with that out of the way, I'd like to give a massive thanks to ColdCon1, who's followed us, as well as Neurodivergent Nightingale, who's in chat right now. Hope you enjoyed the game. Looking forward to seeing you next week as she plays Isabella Jones. Right, we are unofficially sponsored. We are officially not sponsored by Honey Lemon Tea as well as T2. So there's that. I can't tell you to go check them out, but go check them out. It's pretty cool. Especially the Honey Lemon Tea Company. Now, the Honey Lemon Tea Company is very big, right? It's massive. It's intense. It is super big because all you need is some honey and a lemon and some hot water. Beautiful. Great for the GM throat. Tass, thanks for those bits. I really appreciate it as well. Alright. Now, with that out of the way, no further ado, we're going to go head over to the Dead Aussie Gamer channel. Now, when we go over to the Dead Aussie Gamer channel, what do we do? Apart from make a general nuisance of ourselves. Hey, Suki, how you going? Welcome, welcome. We're just finishing up. We're going to head over to the Dead Aussie Gamer channel. But you can definitely check out the game later on. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Thanks for hanging around and hang out. Now, what are we going to do when we go raiding, my friends?
Release the birds.
That's right. If you have access to the bird raid emote, just spam that in their chat. I don't want to see anything else but birds in their chat. If you can spam all the birds, let them know to release all of them. Do that. That would be great. They're also doing charity as well. So, you know, if you want to go give them something nice, I mean, you can go do that too. Now, this is actually the first time that we've rated Dead Aussie Gamer on this channel and this time frame, because he's not generally on this time of night, but does not matter. Definitely head over there, definitely do all the things, release all the birds. And from everyone here at All Things Fantasy, from me to you, have fun, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.